the interwebs, the final frontier. These are the new adventures of TKO. Its continued mission to boldly go where no nerd has gone before. With your hosts, the nerd who lifts, the Jack Nerd. The one who knows how to make a fat basket, the Jerky Man. The chosen one who is the pool of knowledge for Star Wars, Starpool. These are the continuing voyages of TKO with a new generation. This is TKO, the next generation.
All right, give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, dude and dudettes, this is the Jack Nerd of TKO, Next Generation, your host for this evening's entertainment. And joining me is the two degenerates and the one with the untainted mind. Also joining us for the wild ride, it is our guest. Can he survive this shit? So we're going to go around the screen here, and we're going to start with my good old buddy, old pal, Chris Welte. How you doing, buddy? And what'd you get this week?
I'm doing alright. I ordered a bunch of more G.I. Joe stuff for my collection, so that's in the mail on its way. I'll get it within a week.
Nice. Awesome. And then also joining us from Texas is our good buddy, old pal, Tyler. How you doing, buddy? And what'd you get this month or week?
Pretty good, not gonna lie. And so far this month, I have got my SH Figure Arts Scarlet Witch from Infinity War. Love that thing, by the way. So glad to finally get her. A heavy battle droid from Battlefront 2 in the Gaming Greats Black Series line. And I just scored a Bandai model kit R2-Q2 at GameStop here in Texarkana, where I'm visiting my Nana.
Nice, awesome. That's pretty baller. It's pretty cool. And also, continue.
Sorry, I just wanted to say real quick. I've only seen the Bandai ships at a GameStop, never the Bandai action figure model kits. So to see Q2, and with me wanting him, it was a no-brainer. So
nice. And also joining us is Dan the Man. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing alright. How are you?
I'm doing all right, doing pretty good. So I heard you got some new games. What did you get?
Yep, I got a couple. Got Tom and Jerry, Animaniacs, the Super Star Wars, MVA Jam, and then the Lion King for the Super Nintendo. They're all the box set.
Nice, awesome. So joining us from where the maple syrup flows like butter, and where the imitation bacon comes from, all the way from Canada, is Cory Lang. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So what did you get for your collection this glorious month of March?
A couple things, actually. I got a couple mint-on cards. An 85 Footloose. He's the infantry trooper.
Okay.
Picked up a Crimson Guard mint-on card.
Nice.
The red one or whatever. That was 1985. And then I got a couple loose figures. A couple Tiger Force from Brazil.
Okay.
They're, I don't know, they're kind of rare figures. They look like the original Airtight, the one I got, but it's just got the stripes on it. But
nice.
I don't know. I kind of like some of these foreign figures. Some of the colors and variants are slightly different.
Yeah,
I got a Shipwreck from Brazil as well, and then I got a Tripwire from India, which is kind of the same, but he's purple instead of green.
Oh, that's interesting. So is that like a sort of exclusive that you got, or?
I think they're common in those countries. It's just there's just not a lot of them around because they didn't make a lot of them, and then being so old, not many survived.
True, very, very true. But yeah. Again, thanks for joining us, and just plug in myself. I think my month has been so far pretty good. I mean, I was at National Guard all week this week for change of command inventories, which went very, very well. So that was highlight of my week. Additions to my collection, I recently just got the movie masterpiece Megatron, and honestly, he's a step up from the original 2007 Mark III SH Figure Arts Iron Man, a Advanced Suit Spider-Man from PS4, a Captain America from Age of Ultron, because I used my old one to make a custom, which will be featured in a later episode. Fans Toys Skyfire, which is phenomenal, awesome figure, and DX9's take on Astro Train, and a $20 Ant-Man I bought from SH Figure Arts, and I turned it into a custom, which will be discussed later on in the show. But again, I'd like to say thank you for everyone joining back, and I'm glad we're all still alive.
Someone alive on the inside is a joke.
Yeah, I got it. But so newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, TFcon has been canceled thanks to the COVID-19 virus that's been going on, and it kind of sucks. I mean, I know we're not going, but I know that since our guest is a G.I. Joe fan, and when I went to TFcon 2019, was it 20? Yeah, I think, or 2018, I think, where there was a guy walking around dressed up like Snake Eyes. So that's kind of a little baller.
Jeez. Yeah, a lot of stuff's been canceled too around here.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it just sucks. It does suck a lot. I don't know how everyone feels about this whole BS going around and people buying out all the toilet paper. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't believe it. They're sold out here in Canada too.
Jesus, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Chris, you've been at Walmart lately, or Chris and Dan, have you been to Walmart lately trying to find TP?
I went to Wicked Save yesterday, and all the toilet paper and hand sanitizer was in fact gone. I thought it was just a bunch of bullshit until I saw it myself, and I don't understand because it doesn't cause diarrhea.
Yeah.
If this was Ebola, then okay, yeah, people are gonna freak out. But all this is just a new type of flu that we just don't have any vaccines against. That's all it is.
Right.
And I keep telling everybody, if it was Ebola, then yeah, we would all be pretty much terrified right now, because Ebola or cholera is nothing to screw around with. Like, it will kill you, but this is just a new type of flu.
Yeah. It's gotten quite ridiculous. How about you, Tyler? How's the TP situation down there in Texas?
Well, I mean, even though I did recently get my driver's license, which, by the way, I should have mentioned that in the what did I get the past month, but I haven't been to any Walmarts or anything yet, whether it was before we came up here to Texarkana or not, but I mean, I don't even have to be there to know how crazy it is. I mean, I've heard it all. Like my mom, her boyfriend Sean went to Winco, which is it's kind of like a Costco, kind of, but a bit different, and it was like a 2-hour wait to check out there.
Jesus Christ!
Shit.
Fuck that!
That was crazy.
But yeah, hopefully. Yeah, continue. Sorry, Tyler.
No, it's okay. And then I think it was Nana who was we were going out to lunch earlier, and my Nana was telling us how it was either Nana or Papa, but one of them was telling us that someone like snagged as much hand sanitizer and toilet paper and this and that and the other, as far as that kind of stuff goes, and was selling it up to like $80 a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing. A lot of people, I don't know if it's going with up in Cory with anybody selling toilet paper, hand sanitizer, but around here, I mean, the other day my mom was on Facebook Marketplace and people were selling toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
Yeah, someone on the town square here in Monroe was selling toilet paper and hand sanitizer and bottles of water on the square.
I mean,
I thought, are you freaking kidding me? And the lady that posted that, she made a comment where she was like, it was something about having to get napkins from McDonald's as toilet paper.
I mean, you know, I know we're kind of joking about it, but a serious moment here, guys. Just stay clean, practice good hygiene, and stay safe out there. All right.
Honestly, like, I wash my hands more now than I have been.
Definitely.
I mean, it really started after I started working at FedEx that I started washing my hands more, but and I just kind of followed after that. But now, or maybe it was Marriott, I don't know. But either way, I've definitely been washing my hands more now, even before the coronavirus outbreak, and I will continue to follow the whole washing my hands as many times as I need to. I mean, I'm not gonna like overdo it, or at the point where my hands are like chapped, but still, just as many times as I need to keep the corona crap away.
Yeah. I hope it passes. Just stay safe out there, guys, and hopefully that TFcon will announce the date for the next show, for the fall show. Apparently, in the notes, it was going to be announced next week, and hopefully we know what's going on. But
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say, I think it will, because we're coming out of flu season, and it's like you and even my mom and Nana were talking about. It's another type of the flu, and with the flu season kind of, going, like we're coming out of the flu season time, it should die down.
It already is. It's already dying down in China right now.
Yeah.
So it's just it'll come and go. It's just gonna be a wave.
Yeah, like the flu. I mean, it'll just kind of come and go, and I mean, even Disney. Disney World and Disneyland don't shut down, but they closed. Disneyland announced they were going to close for a month, and Disney World is going to close for 2 weeks.
That really sucks. That really sucks. But yeah, it does. I mean, Cory, I know you're from Canada. I just want to say, stay safe up there too, man. Just be careful.
Worked out good for me. I just had surgery, so I'm off work for a couple weeks, so I can kind of stay in anyways.
Yeah, work on some of those stop motions, man. Hell yeah, that's just kill some time,
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I'll be doing.
Oh, heck yeah. All right. So to continue back on the bandwagon, so filming has started for Jurassic World 3 Dominion. Real questions on our mind is what do you think will happen, and will it be the last film of the series? So, honestly,
I mean, they kind of announced that it was going to be I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to say, I think they announced that it was going to be the last film of the series.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think one thing that should happen, I think one of the original characters should maybe make the ultimate sacrifice, just as that one heroic last stand, just like how, for example, Tony Stark made in Endgame. I think one of the OG characters should make one final last stand just to save the day or something.
Yeah.
So, what about? I want to hear you guys' opinions. What do you guys got?
Well, I know there's supposed to be a live-action Jurassic World TV series, and I think I read somewhere it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to either take place right before the first Jurassic World, or it's supposed to take place in between the first and the second one.
Huh. Okay.
And then there's supposed to be like some animated Jurassic World series on Netflix.
Interesting.
So that's all the details I was able to come up with. But either way, there is some kind of a TV series involving Jurassic World going on.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to it, because I do think Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, or that whole franchise, does have potential for a TV series.
Honestly, the franchise as a whole is really good too. I mean, who doesn't like dinosaurs? And
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Jurassic World. There's one scene where one of the phones ring, and if you look on it, it has 608 and then the rest of the phone number. That's an area code for Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and
so that means the character, one of the kids, the two boys, are from Madison, because one of them says Dane County Airport.
Yep, I remember that. I mean, I was a little bit blown away. I'm like, holy shit, this family's from Madison. What the hell?
So, you see them getting into the van going to the airport, so it's like, oh, they clearly live in the suburbs of Madison, Wisconsin. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just little nods like that just kind of blow my mind away even when Wisconsin is mentioned in some sort of film series or whatnot. But even in other states, or I mean, it's pretty cool stuff. What about anyone else's opinion about Jurassic World 3? Anything else, or are we good?
I mean, I haven't really seen any trailers or anything about it, so I can't form a real definitive opinion about it, but I think, it's kind of like with Star Wars, how Jurassic Park has the potential for a live-action series, and I agree. I mean, because, you look at Star Wars and we're like, this has a potential for a live-action TV series with how well the animated shows did, like the Clone Wars and Rebels. Resistance kind of but the Clone Wars and Rebels for sure. And then out comes the Mandalorian, and that series is amazing. So I really think Jurassic Park would have a really good live action series, especially if they get in the right writers and directors.
Yeah, I completely agree. But yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. Cory, how about you? What do you think is going to happen in JP3, Jurassic World 3?
I hope to see more of the sea creature, that big, massive thing.
Heck yeah, I agree.
That was kind of scary.
Oh yeah, definitely. How about you, Dan? What do you got?
I haven't really watched the first two. That's definitely something I got to do eventually.
Okay, all right.
I don't really have much of an opinion on it.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll whenever you do, we'll maybe we'll talk about it later at a different date or something. But so I guess the pre-production has officially started for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus. So I know we have our two experts on Star Wars, Chris and Tyler. So I really hope Ewan McGregor reprises his role as Obi-Wan, because there's no one else that could be Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh yeah, he's signed on to do this.
He better fucking be. I'm just saying.
He said he is. He's legitimately signed on to do this, and he's working with.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's working with Lucasfilm and Disney to make this happen, and they're right now they're writing a bunch of scripts and they're changing some stuff, and they're supposed to start filming, I think, in September.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, awesome. It's not supposed to come out till next year at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, they delayed. At least they delayed it because of the scripts and not because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, I mean, That's the thing, for these people that are doing these movies and stuff, I mean, the whole coronavirus, I don't mean to talk about the coronavirus anymore, it's just a lot of movies are being delayed now, and production for series and movies, it's just like, are you kidding me? Are you flipping kidding me? But
yeah, my buddy Zach told me that Mulan, the live-action version of Mulan, was supposed to come out like in April, I think, or maybe that was Fast and Furious 9. And Fast and Furious 9 is coming out next year, while Mulan is, I think, in December, or maybe I have that backwards. I'm not entirely sure. So, something like that anyway. The point is they're both delayed, and they're supposed to come out this month and or next month or May.
Nice. But, I mean, I would be very interested in seeing this series because I really think, I'm not huge into Star Wars, but I was very impressed with Ewan McGregor's performance as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I thought that was very, very phenomenal, especially the lightsaber fight, for example, in Episode 3 between him and Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader, whatever your preference is, was probably the best scene of that entire movie. But so moving on, I guess Avatar 2 release date is next year of December of 2021 on the 17th. So that's cool. I mean, Chris, was that your input about that? What's your opinion on that?
Well, yeah, and this actually has nothing to do with the delay of coronavirus or anything like that. Now, this decision was made months before the corona thing started. So James Cameron's basically filming these movies back to back, and with that, he's just kind of taking his time because he wants to do these movies right. He wants them to be either just as good as the first one or better. And because he's filming them back to back, he's got a lot of both practical special effects and visual computer special effects to film. And most of the filming, I think, is being done in New Zealand again, like last time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, while filming these movies, he'll be doing other things, like being a producer or executive producer on other films. And there's just a lot going on, and they're releasing little bits of information here and there. Because I know a couple months ago they posted some concept art for the new movies, which looks really good. So we'll be able to see more of the planet Pandora, and of course cast members from the first movie are coming back with new cast members. And, of course, everything's being set under wraps and being kept top secret.
Yeah, I mean...
But I think with Avatar, what they should have at least done is, like, a live-action that would serve as a prequel before the movie Avatar. Just something for people and the fans to watch before the next movies.
Okay, nice.
That's something that Fox and Disney should have done.
Yeah.
That would have been dope, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I hope they're done right. That's what I want to say about that. I mean, I thought the first Avatar was pretty good. I just hopefully that they continue that James Cameron continues that trend and doesn't shoot the fish in the barrel per se. And so, Dan, what games did you exactly get, and what are you still looking for?
You 1 second. So, like I said before, I got 5 games. So I got the Tom and Jerry game. I don't know if you guys ever played Super Nintendo at all.
I've never even heard of Tom and Jerry having a video game, honestly.
Yeah, neither did I.
It was an alright game. And then you got the Animaniacs. I don't know if you ever watched the TV show.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So that game was pretty fun. Then obviously the Lion King. Then I got the NBA Jam basketball game, and then the Super Star Wars, which is the first of the 3 that came on the Super Nintendo.
Okay. Nice.
So just a small get when I was out in Madison.
Nice. That's pretty.
I was only planning on buying 2, and then I was looking on the shelves, and I seen you had 3 other ones that I wanted. So I was damn it.
That's
How much was that running back?
That's how it happens with collecting.
I think it was like 180-ish, somewhere like that.
Oh, just for those games? That's not bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was planning on just getting 1 for 160 something. But then I seen that they had a bunch of the other ones that I wanted, so I opted to get the bulk more than the individual one.
Nice, awesome.
Well, I'm up to 12 box sets. So.
Awesome. You looking for any other games at the moment? Or?
Yeah, I have a plan for I think about another 12.
Nice.
Yeah, a bunch like before. I have the 2 Super Mario games, so Super Mario World box set that I'm looking for, as well as the Super Mario RPG game. And just a couple others. They have a Scooby-Doo one that I was looking for. Frogger.
Frogger.
And then it's just again, when I was a kid, I had a lot of more cartoony games. So I had like Porky Pig is another one. Tasmania is one.
Video? Porky Pig had a video game?
Yep. That's Porky Pig Haunted Holiday.
Do you collect Sega games too, or just the Nintendo?
My cousin had a Sega, but so I played a couple of them whenever I visited him, but I mainly just had a Super Nintendo, and then went over to PlayStation. So
okay, yeah, it was kind of back and forth. The Sega Master System, and then Genesis.
But yeah, I'm just currently just trying to collect the ones that I used to own and tracking down the rest.
They're quite expensive now, like the collector value, I get to say.
Yeah, a couple of them do. I think from when me and Chris went out, what was that, like 6 months ago? That Super Mario World, I think. That was like $250 or something, like 6 months ago, and now it's like $300. Yeah, is it for sale? Like it's like it went up $50 just in 6 months because it's just been going up, going up in value. So.
Like Bubble Bobble was quite expensive. Maybe there's Bubble Bobble Part 2. Pricey. That's the original Nintendo.
So, yeah, I mean, so a few of them are more expensive than others, but I think majority of the ones that I ever get are usually around $60-$80 a piece, or a little less, $30-$40 depending. It really depends on how many they made.
Yeah.
And I guess the variety of, I guess for what people want versus not wanting. So
I bought a Sega Master System, and it's got the gun with it. It actually works quite well. You need a tube TV for it, but it's quite accurate compared to some newer ones. Nintendo had the Duck Hunt. Sega had the Safari Hunt.
Nice. Well, it's pretty
yeah, I mean, I don't know where my collection for Super Nintendo games is in.
Nice. Well, hopefully you find what you're looking for, man. And but yeah, so Chris, Chris, are you there? Chris! Can anyone hear me?
No. Yeah, you're cutting it out.
I am? Hello?
Off and on you were, yeah.
It's probably my fucking connection or some shit. Can anyone hear me?
You're good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're okay now.
Okay, alright. So, Chris.
I can.
Chris, what the fuck did you have me watch? That was just the most horrible movie I have ever fucking seen. Oh my god. Oh, that was just, I wanted to get, I was looking over at my 1911, I was about ready to shoot my TV. I was like, fuck this damn movie, let's just shoot my damn TV. That was horrendous, dude. I mean, dude, E.T. could beat that little shit's ass. Fuck. Oh my god. Chris, you want to explain to Cobra and the rest of the guys what the hell I'm talking about? Ugh.
I saw that as a kid growing up, so
Okay.
I've seen it enough.
All right. Well, I'll explain to Dan and Tyler here. While John, you should probably readjust your microphone because you're still cutting it out a little bit.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I mean, it's
so. Cory already knows about this, but for Tyler and Dan, so Mac and Me was a movie that, no shit, it was financed and sponsored by Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and a company that works with McDonald's called Golden State Foods. That's the distribution company for McDonald's and Coca-Cola. They sponsored and financed the movie Mac and Me, so it was basically a knockoff film of E.T. And it's like one of the worst films ever made, but it has a cult classic following. You just have to watch this movie to see how bad it is. Like, it's so bad. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, the alien definitely looks fucked up.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like seriously, something like seriously, you paid good money to have this movie made? Like, can you even get your money back at this point?
It's like a McDonald's commercial, though. It's like
That's essentially all it was. It was just some really long McDonald's commercial.
Oh, it's okay. They only lost like half.
Yeah. So
I'm so sorry you watched that because I will never in a million years watch that crap.
what's hilarious is that it got a special edition Blu-ray release from Shout Factory. So there's like a documentary, there's audio commentary track by the director, and you know, the best part of this is, and I'm not kidding when I say this, when this movie was released in Japan on the Laserdisc and VHS, their version is different than ours because in that version, the kid in the wheelchair, he gets fucking shot in the chest accidentally. And it's like, now, of course, in reality, any kid getting shot, that's just awful. But in this movie, it was just so bad. Kid gets accidentally shot in the chest. It's like, ugh. So in the movie, when we saw it here in America, it was like, oh, the explosion at that convenience store was made to look like it killed them. But, like, depending on which one you watch, either on Netflix or YouTube, like, when that building explodes, if you look in the foreground, there's some versions where it's like a black silhouette of a wheelchair just put in at the last second, and it just looks so shitty. So it's like, oh my god. So they had to cut that scene out of the kid getting shot in the chest. It's just awful what they did. And like, they bring the kid back to life, and it's like, okay, like, what about the fucking building? And then you bring the kid back to life, the building exploded, it's on fire, and now these aliens get made into U.S. citizens?
Oh my god.
My brain hurts just hearing about this.
I know, it's like, seriously, someone made this movie.
Oh, you know.
Like, this movie is just such trash. Like, you'd have to watch it to make fun of it.
It was.
I don't know if I want to watch it.
You know what makes it even funnier of how far away that wheelchair was from the explosion. God damn it, poor connection. Fuck.
And, oh god, it just...
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's like, oh my god, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, like I was saying, I don't know. I mean, I guess my sister or someone's using up the fucking.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst.
Someone's using up all the fucking Wi-Fi here, but I was just gonna say that of how far away that kid was from that explosion, he should have never died because you could literally see.
Still there?
This.
Is that cutting out or?
I mean, am I cutting out? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
John?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, you're still cutting in and out.
God damn it. Motherfucker. Fuck, man. Shit. Can you hear me any better? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, alright. Well, I don't know if you can hear me better. I don't know if it's my connection or my mic. I don't know. I don't have a little microphone, but yeah, I was just gonna say about the whole explosion scene. Yeah, that was terrible. That was terrible. Hello? Can you hear me?
It chopped out again.
Yeah, you're chopping out.
God fucking damn it. Hold on. I'll be right back.
John, don't you have a headset or something?
It's not his headset. The problem is, I'm pretty sure it's his Wi-Fi connection. Is my guess.
Oh.
If he's using Wi-Fi and other people are using it, it's probably slowing it down.
Oh, okay. While he gets that fixed, I'll keep the show going. So, anyways, yeah, Mac and Me, one of the worst movies ever made. So, next item on the list is PlayStation prototype sells at auction. Yes. So, back in the early mid-90s, we were starting to switch from video game cartridges to CDs, and PlayStation Sony was experimenting with this idea, and they built a prototype that was basically paved the way for the first PlayStation, and switching over from cartridges to CDs. The very original only prototype sold at an auction. I think it sold for like, $36,000.
Jesus.
Damn.
I think it sold at an auction for $36,000.
Holy shit.
So yeah, so stuff like that, people will definitely pay a big high and mighty dollar to have something like that in their collection, which kind of surprised me that something like that isn't in a museum rather than a private collector's collection, I guess, but whatever. So yeah, So that sold at auction for $36,000 to a private buyer online. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot more to that.
That's ridiculous.
But
Some of the toys, like the odd. I've heard of like a water gun that sold for like, thousands of dollars. It's one of the first super soakers.
oh yeah, and I know the guy that invented super soakers is a millionaire now because of that whole toy franchise he started.
That's ridiculous.
I guess. Sure.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, because the guy that made super soakers, he's like an engineer.
Can you guys hear me better at all, or?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. I told my sister.
Yeah,
What was that? Hello? Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, damn it!
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. It probably helps if you sit closer to your microphone, too.
Okay. Alright, I'll just bring my laptop toward the edge of my desk. That might help a little bit better. Just gotta close my shit out of the way. Don't dump my beer. Okay, there we go. And can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Awesome. I'm sorry about that, guys. I mean, I don't know if it's my connection or I'm not too close to the microphone, but probably. I told my sister to turn off her Wi-Fi just to kind of ease the load of Wi-Fi devices being used right now. So, but yeah, let's get the show back on the road. What do you guys say?
Yeah, so we have a couple of custom spotlights.
Yeah. We do have some custom spotlights. I know. Well, Tyler, why don't you start first with your custom?
well, they're custom accessories, and I kind of did this once before. A couple years ago. I can't remember for sure, but I'm just gonna call them utility arms because if I say spacecraft linkage and control arms, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. So let's just call them utility arms. And the first time I made utility arms for my SH Figuarts R2D2, I painted up a couple toothpicks and just bent them, and that was it. And they broke, and I threw them away. The second time around, I actually put a little more elbow grease into them, so to speak. I chopped them up with some cutters, used my Dremel to kind of sand some spots for magnets, and I used a silver Sharpie and some Wicked Colors Pearl Blue, I believe it is, and just do it up in blue and silver, and now R2 has utility arms that are articulated on magnets that are made from toothpicks, and I just took a couple toothpicks and sliced off the ends of those to make the kind of taser / welding ends of them. So now he can use those to weld or shock battle droids or stormtroopers or whatever. So that is my those are my little custom accessories for my SH Figuarts R2D2.
Nice. And was it Chris that found something really cool for a spotlight?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
I think it was like.
Yeah. My buddy Mark Kaiser, about 10 years ago, he took some G.I. Joe toy vehicles and repainted them, customized them. I guess, did I send you this chat? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So if you guys already saw it earlier in the group chat, we did a custom, I gotta find it, custom Cobra tank, custom his tank, took a G.I. Joe APC, repainted that to look like a Cobra vehicle, repainted one of the jets, made a dune buggy, and like, I think it's a World War II German transport vehicle, repainted that to look like a Cobra vehicle. And one of the customs he did, he took a G.I. Joe fish tank, repainted it with a metallic purple and jet black, and in one of the pictures, soldiers got Decepticon Ravage by a chain. So that's a cool little detail, because he put the label of the Cobra logo with the Decepticon symbol in the middle of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking dope. That's awesome.
Cory, did you see those?
Yeah, I saw those. They're nice.
Those are really cool. Those are awesome. But yeah, so I mean, those are some really nice customs, and that Mark did, and we'll have to definitely have him as a guest on the show sometime. And also, Tyler, your idea for those R2 arms, that sounded really cool. So props to you, man. Now for my custom spotlight, that $20 Ant-Man figure I mentioned, what I did with it was repaint it into the Quantum Realm suit from Avengers Endgame, and I'd have to say it turned out really good, really fantastic, and really phenomenal. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, that does look pretty good.
And that's all that matters, honestly.
Yeah, it does.
And it really does look awesome. Like, I mean, my brain's starting to, mon brain work. Sorry, what I'm trying to say is, it really does look awesome.
No, thank you.
Did I do a shout out to a couple customizers, or?
Yeah, sure, go ahead, man. More than welcome to. Go for it.
I just picked up a couple, like the one, he's more of an Instagram person, Kit Bash Joe. He's got, takes beautiful pictures out from California, always sunny days, and then different G.I. Joes in different positions, and then he mixes and mashes them all. Mm-hmm. So I got a custom from him. And then the other one was Richard Whipple from Think Tank Toys. I got a Cobra Commander. It's the one where it's the mutations, kind of like from the cartoon where he's switching into the snake.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, he won one of the Joe Fest, one of the competitions for best custom. So he's like a known, really good artist anyway. So I got that from him. A beautiful piece, both great customizers. So
nice.
Wanted to give him a plug.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad there's other people in the any of the nerdoms we follow that like video games, Transformers, Star Wars, Marvel, and G.I. Joe that are out there that have that creative gene to actually go out the extra mile and make some really cool stuff. I give all of them props, and coming from me, who's also a customizer, and Chris is also is a kind of like a set designer that he's got some really good ideas that he does too. And that's all I'm gonna have to say about that.
Yeah, there's lots in the Joe world too, like that Matthew McCroy. He just did that once a man Cobra Commander.
Nice.
Yeah, it's an amazing artist.
Nice.
I did see on YouTube a while ago. I can't remember the guy's name, but he takes the modern and old G.I. Joe figures and he customizes them. It is the same thing with the vehicles. And he was at a Comic-Con showing off his stuff, and two people were at his booth. One of them was the original actress who did the voice of Lady J in G.I. Joe, and the original actor who did Flint from G.I. Joe were visiting his booth, asking him how he does everything. And it was weird because they were both almost dressed up like their characters from the show.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that is odd.
Cory, you'll have to check that out. It's on YouTube somewhere. And they're both really nice people.
Yeah. It's kind of like plays Bob Fett, Nobody knows who he is really.
Yeah.
I was I was just gonna say, it's almost like they are fans themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I'm glad that there are these type of people that that go to these conventions that are actors and actresses, and you look at them and you think like, yeah, they probably shine their shoes with a gold leaf every day, but then you look at them like, and then you talk to them for a couple minutes, and they're just like everybody else. It's pretty crazy of how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it's like that one time I met Ashley Eckstein at Hollywood Studios in the last Star Wars weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really nice, and I just can't get over the fact that, god damn it, she's so gorgeous looking.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so pretty.
And speaking of pretty women, we are finally reaching a segment that we didn't do last month, and that is our favorite, our only TKO girls. So let's go around the table, and we'll start with our guests. And so, what kind of girl did you pick for TKO girls? Like this, yeah. Like describe her. How did she look in the picture you picked?
She's an Australian actress. She's playing in the new upcoming Snake Eyes film.
Okay.
You haven't guessed yet, Samara Weaving.
Okay. All right. I'll have to look that up. But
yeah, I wish I could turn my camera and show you a quick picture. But yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you want, you can just
put a picture of her in the group chat.
Yeah, in the group chat. Yeah.
Oh wow, she's pretty.
Oh yeah.
I can't see it, but
Yeah, you just send a picture of her into the group chat. That way everybody will see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this on my computer. I got to send it to from my phone, but I'll get it. I'll send it on the messenger on the group chat there.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, so Tyler, what TKO girl did you pick for the month?
Speaking of actresses from Australia, you guys know that when it comes to DC girls, my favorite is Harley Quinn, and I went with her actress, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she's cute.
Oh yeah, she is. I wouldn't mind visiting her down under, and oh my god, I wouldn't mind visiting her down under. Woo! Nice.
Oh
very, very nice.
Really? Yeah.
Very
yeah,
nice.
She really is, and like I've seen her in interviews and everything like that. It's like Jimmy Fallon and everything like that. I mean, I don't watch a lot of celebrity interviews. I just kind of catch a glance at them when I catch them. But she seems to be really nice. So if I ever get the opportunity, or just whatever, like if I somehow get the lucky chance to meet her and talk to her, that would be amazing, because I would just tell her like how amazing she is at playing Harley Quinn, and how just amazing she is overall, and this and that and the other. So
nice, very nice, very, very nice. So Dan, what girl did you pick?
One second.
All right.
Again, it was I just picked one that was like a cosplayer.
Okay.
I'm not sure on the name exactly, but it's just mainly the anime character.
Oh, nice.
A TV show called Kaguru.
Oh. Very, very nice.
Definitely an interesting gambling anime.
Huh.
Gambling anime?
Yeah, it's essentially it's kind of like a gambling college.
A gambling.
And, yeah. That's pretty much like you have the where it's a bunch of gambling addicts, gambling their freaking like their family's fortune and shit, and it's freaking awesome. It's a great TV show that you guys gotta definitely check out.
Wow.
Nice. Nice.
It's on Netflix, but yeah.
Very nice. So, moving right along, Chris, what fine honey did you pick?
Oh, I'm putting it in the chat right now. I got this beauty right here. She can come up my lamp anytime.
Ooh, nice. Very nice. Jasmine cosplayer. Very nice. Very nice.
It's going to be in Arabia tonight, baby.
Oh, hell yeah. And, yeah, very nice. And the girl I picked for the month is Jen Ledger, who is a very talented and very beautiful woman who is in one of my favorite bands, Skillet. And she also does her own music, and she does really good. And I don't know, I mean, just something about her is just beautiful. I mean, ever since I think she was like my first high school crush, because when I first started listening to Skillet and seeing her bang the crap out of drums, I'm like, man, she's freaking beautiful. So I think that she was my original high school crush, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I've heard a song or two from Skillet. Pretty cool band, honestly.
Oh yeah, they are. They know how to rock, and I mean, they're good. They're really good. So we all, it looks like we picked out some really nice, very nice honeys this month. Give a pat on the back for that one, guys. Impressive, very impressive. So we're moving on to our next segment, Asshole of the Month. So, Chris,
I gotta handle this one here.
Yeah, you go for it, man. It's all you.
Alright, so our asshole of the month is a couple of things. We gotta straighten something out here, folks. Okay? My boy, Justin Catfish. I'm a little bit worried about him. So, a while ago I saw in the original TKO group chat, he was jumping the gun about some, like a comic book toy store collectible shop over in Philadelphia. JC thinks that the owner of this store was making fun of someone who was dressed up as April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
And JC thinks the store owner was making fun of her, not just because of that, but also because of this person being a transgender.
Okay.
So, JC, for whatever reason, not getting all the facts straight, and I don't know why he would do this, went out of his way to tell a local gay and lesbian, LGBT support group in Philadelphia about that.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially what JC was trying to do was trying to get this guy in trouble. Now, that kind of thing is going on too much in today's society.
Yeah.
It's like, JC, what do you care? You don't live in this area. This has nothing to do with you.
Exactly, yeah.
So, while JC chose to do this, to try to get someone in trouble, someone clear across the other side of the country, why, I don't know. But it's like, come on, JC, you're smarter than this. Why would you go try to get someone into trouble when that's not even what this person, that's not what this person's doing?
Right. I completely agree, man.
Because you go to a comic book store or any kind of place like that and do a cosplay, that kind of thing is welcome there. It doesn't really matter who it is or what they are, they're just cosplaying because chances are they have a similar interest that you do.
Right.
So I don't know why you would think they're making fun of that. So, JC, you just need to be quiet. You just leave it alone. Why you're saying anything about a place for a subject that's got nothing to do with you on the other side of the country, you know, worry about your own thing. Worry about what's going on in your little community. You're so worried about shit. But knowing JC, he likes to stir the pot around with stuff because he thinks it's funny. But I mean, I'll be honest, if he makes this into a habit again, or if he does it again, or if he starts making this kind of thing into a habit, we're going to have some problems.
Yeah.
But I'm open with talking to JC and hearing his side of the story and just letting him explain it calmly, in a cool, collected, calm manner, and just figuring out what's really going on.
Right.
So I thought, you know, I just want to hear his side of the story.
Right.
And I can understand that, you know, he doesn't want to see anyone, you know, that's being bullied around. Okay, but that's not the way to handle this. Because that store owner has every right to work a job as much as you do. Everyone has a right to a job.
Right, exactly.
So we don't need to get into this whole cancel culture thing. But that's not the way to handle it.
Right. I completely agree.
So,
yeah.
And of course, in the past, JC has been nominated for Asshole of the Week or the month a couple times before. But I just want to know from JC's point of view what's going on. I just want to hear his side of the story.
Right. I get what you're saying, man. I get what you're saying.
Because I am worried about him. Because it just kind of struck me that he did that.
Right.
Like, really? You did? Really, JC? That's not like you at all. So...
Yeah.
Because I know James Jordan, he was really pissed off that JC did that because James didn't really think that was a great idea. And I talked to Jordan about that, and he explained to me his point of view from it, and I understood it, and
Yeah, I completely agree, man. I completely agree with you.
because I know he likes to bullshit around, you know, locker room talk and all of that kind of stuff. I know that, but it just baffles me that he would do something like that. So unless we have him on here on the podcast to let him explain, you know, in a calm, cool, collected manner, and just tell us what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, if he does, he's always more than welcome to. I mean, kind of worried about him too. You know, when I first met him, he was this good old redneck American. Now he's just turned into something else I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. But
well, I won't say specifics, but I think it's because of his job and his superiors. So I think on the other hand, I think he might be doing this just to keep up appearances, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't want to lose his job, which I understand, you know.
I mean, but that's the thing. Your job should not be reflected on your own personal agenda or your own views of something. You know, if you have something that you believe in, then somebody should not stop you or not even a job should stop you of what you believe in. It's
right, and those two things should be kept separated. That shouldn't have to be reflected upon your employment or be at risk or anything like that.
Exactly.
Because I just want to talk to JC because I still like JC. I like having him as a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if he just explains to us what's going on, it'll be like, oh, okay, well, we were just worried about you. We just want to make sure you're okay. Because I know he was really big into supporting Trump. We were all teasing him and giving him shit about it.
Yeah.
And then when Trump, started doing all these cutbacks on various things like unemployment and food stamps and Medicaid and all this shit, then JC was all, you know, salty about it.
Yeah, I mean, he should not be salty about something like that either. I mean, it's politics. Things are always going to constantly change, and we got to deal with that bullshit anyway. As much as it sucks, you know, me, I'm not that into politics. I don't know about anyone else here, but even though I do serve under the government still, I still don't give a fuck about the government. I mean, if the entire government collapsed, I wouldn't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
But,
JC's the asshole of the month, but we're just worried about him. We're worried about you, JC. We just don't know what's going on.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into politics. Like, I don't even understand politics. Like, if you ask me what kind of politics I understand, Star Wars. Always Star Wars. I mean, that's no surprise to you guys. Like, especially the politics in the Clone Wars. Like, those, I mean, I'm not 100% on them, but, like, I can understand them quite a bit, you know, trade routes and everything like that. But yeah, I've been reading about that in the chat with JC, and I hope we get through. He gets through this and everything like that as well, because he does sound like a cool guy, and I'm not against people who are LGBT, but I'm not supportive of it either. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not against it, but I'm not supportive of it. I'm just like, you know, this is a thing. It is what it is. Let's just make the best of it. But I agree, you know, I mean, I wasn't there, so I'm not saying that the guy at the comic book store or whatever store was harassing that person, but whether they were or not, it's not right. But I mean, if it's a comic book store, I mean, me personally, I haven't seen anyone cosplay at a comic book store. But if they are, so what? It's a comic book store. We're into all kinds of weird stuff.
this is very true. This is very true. But yeah. Anyways, all right. So, are we through with all the notes, Chris? Are we going to get to our 13 questions for our guest here?
Yeah, just one more thing for Asshole of the Month. I know I sent this in the chat. A group of college kids making fun of coronavirus from China, dressed up as stereotypical.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah, what the fuck, people?
That is fucked up. And, you know, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've kind of seen a girl who is Chinese. And I've served people that were, I've served under people that were Asian, Black, Mexicans. Honestly, if I showed any of them, even if it was other people of color in that, I mean, dude, that's taking it too far. That is straight up racist. You know, it is fucked up. I mean, okay, I get that. I know there's memes out there. We're all joking about the whole coronavirus and stuff, but that's taken a little too far. Yeah, okay, some of these people that in China are misunderstood because we know that they eat some out of the question stuff over there, and we're probably the same as they are. We probably eat some out of question stuff over here too, you know. But just because it started there, the whole virus thing and whatnot, it doesn't mean that you could dress around being racist about it. You know, it's yes.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, just because it happened doesn't mean you have to be an asshole about it and give them a hard time and be a racist asshole.
Exactly.
Seriously, I mean, the thing they did is like dress up as stereotypical Chinese stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize this was 1930s, you know, bullshit humor going on. It's like, really? You think young people at that age, whether in high school and college, would be above this? But no. You know? And don't you think one of those kids in that photo would have been like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with you, man. But, you know, honestly, I hope every single kid in that photo gets that coronavirus. I really do. I'm not going to lie. I really do.
Oh, God, that'd be such good karma.
It would be. It would be. All right. So, Mr. Lang, are you ready for the 13 questions?
Sure. I'm not sure what I'm in for, but...
Okay, all right. So, what is your...
Very important position.
All right, so what is your preferred name or nickname?
Cobra.
Cobra?
Cobra.
Cobra. Cobra! What year were you born?
77.
Holy
Nice.
Holy crap! This is our oldest guest on the show. All right. Well,
You're a Star Wars. That's awesome.
thank you, sir. All right.
Very, very happy.
This is awesome. This is awesome. All right. So, what is your favorite kind of food or meal?
Jeez. It's always changing. Probably hamburgers.
Oh, hell yeah. He doesn't like good hamburgers.
I knew he'd make a good American.
All right. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue? Okay. Is a
Epic. Mine too.
blue is a very, very nice color. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I'm very fond of blue too. But so, what is your favorite kind of music?
Ooh. Right now, for some weird reason, it's been metal.
Nice. Very, very nice. I mean, metal's always good. Always good. So, what is your collection based on, or what kind is it?
80s G.I. Joe, 90% of it.
Okay, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I mean, that's the thing about a lot of the 80s figures back then, including Transformers. It's just the styling and look of it has always been around for the past 30 years now, might as well say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what got you into collecting?
I guess just later seeing it on YouTube, seeing other adults collect, I guess seeing that it was normal, I guess, so I got back into it.
Nice.
I mean, I always saw, I've always collected Star Wars and Marvel stuff, and, you always see it around, but I didn't know you could collect vintage G.I. Joe until I started seeing, some YouTube videos.
Nice. Awesome. So, obviously you mentioned Marvel and Star Wars, but do you have any other collections besides your main collection?
I have some vintage Star Wars, some box stuff from the 70s and early 80s, I think. I got some Transformers in the 80s.
Nice.
No Voltron.
Nice. Awesome. So,
obviously, some He-Man too. That's about it.
Nice. So, have you done anything untoward for your collection? And untoward means putting a bunch of GI Joes into a garbage bin at a Walmart and just paying for the garbage bin and walking out with a bunch of free figures.
Sorry, I don't quite understand the question.
Chris, you can explain it better than I can.
All right. So what this question means is if you when we asked if you had done anything untoward for your collection, did you ever see something on eBay or in a store that was you just had to have it, and you took you did something really desperate to get that one thing? An example would be, we've heard people, something as simple as take money from their parents' wallet or purse, or try to sneak it into the shopping cart when no one was looking so it gets bought up by the parents, or even straight up shoplifting, or just some other crazier form of getting that thing you just have to have for your collection.
Maybe just only thing I can think of is just lately with all this coronavirus, I've been still running around looking at different Walmarts for these Masters of the WWE universe. It's like a He-Man mixed with the wrestling figure.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I finally came to Canada, so I've been running around looking for them, despite the that I should just be staying around, scrolling. That's the only thing I can really think of.
Okay, all right.
It's come
All right.
fairly easy and lucky.
Okay, so next question is, what is your favorite and least favorite movie?
Jeez.
I know that one got me too.
Yeah, I might just have to go with Star Wars as the Return of the Jedi being my all-time favorite.
Okay, all right.
Least favorite. I don't know. I guess thanks to Chris, maybe I got Mac and Me.
That's awesome. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. What kind of fears or phobias do you have?
Honestly, just spiders. For real, yeah.
That's a very logical fear or phobia.
Definitely. So the last two, what kind of car do you drive?
Ford Ranger truck, 2011.
Nice. Very nice. So, final question. Do you attend Comic Cons?
Yeah, well, all sorts of shows.
Okay.
Comic Cons, Fan Expo, and Toy Con.
Nice. And that is it for the 13 questions. And he made it, ladies and gentlemen. So, yay! Woohoo! So, all right. Now, I have questions for you since I myself am a GI Joe, meaning I do serve the United States of America, and I'm currently in the National Guard. And so we're going to talk about the GI Joe franchise. I know how did you really feel about Rise of Cobra first? What was your honest opinion about the movie as a whole?
I was happy that it made it to being a movie in general. I wish it was a little more traditional to the 80s, to the look of the comic book maybe, or maybe some of the vehicle designs maybe a little bit closer. But I mean, it has to be modern, has to appeal to another generation. So I understand that. So
yeah, I agree. And
sorry, I just want to say that, and it's kind of like with Transformers. I mean, don't get me wrong, they did modernize the G1 designs with Bumblebee, but it's kind of like with Transformers. If you just straight up recreate something from G1 into live action form, it's not going to look that great, because who really wants to see, I don't have an example for G.I. Joe, but for Transformers, who wants to see a bunch of square robots defying the laws of physics with transforming into a gun while shrinking? It just, people would be like, what the hell is this? And even though it would be like a live action recreation of G1, so to speak,
like Transformers Bumblebee.
yeah,
it's not quite the same, because they modernized Bumblebee, but
it's unbelievable with today's times.
Yeah, I think if there was a live-action G.I. Joe film that was kind of like Transformers Bumblebee, I think it would work.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I think so too. It's just, what I'm trying to say is, if they didn't modernize it and just snap their fingers and turn it into a live action movie, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, it probably can be done, but if they were using modernized military vehicles, I mean, it technically could be done. I mean, if we were talking not science fiction, non-sci-fi weapons, which I know we all love sci-fi weapons. I mean, who doesn't love science fiction weapons? But I mean, if we're talking bullets and magazines, AK-47s, M4s, etc., then it would be believable. But how are they going to? But then the thing is, Cobra, they could do a lot of the designs from the '80s and kind of implement that. I mean, they could. It technically could be done, but in a real world military vehicle set piece, and just have the GI Joes be their own separate joint military organization, and Cobra being the threat.
I mean, I could almost picture like Civil War, just kind of going back in time, you know, and then go through the eras. So you could have like the hooded Cobra Commander and kind of more like that Hitler Gestapo kind of thing, you know.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
Well, he already kind of looks that way in the way he's got all his Cobra troops, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so I did see on DeviantArt, some artists did draw like Cobra Commander as like a German SS commander trooper with like a bunch of Cobra soldiers in German SS uniforms and weapons, like all from the 1940s World War II era. And they did the same thing with like Scarlet and Lady J and Flint. They all had like 1940s World War II uniform attire with weapons, you know, something that looks appropriate for the era, like Call of Duty World War II, basically. And I kind of like the idea of doing, I think it'd be really cool if there was like a prequel to G.I. Joe, like you see how G.I. Joe starts out, like how the organization comes to be, like an origin story.
Exactly, yeah.
But either having like some Cobra Commander in like the 1940s working with Hitler, top secret. Like what they did with Captain America. They had Red Skull working for Hitler behind the scenes. Something like that, I think. But with Cobra Commander, that would be cool.
No,
G.I. Joe itself, like the characters kind of evolve with technology. You get psych out, you know, like the psychological warfare. You know, so I mean, as time goes on, you could get into the more advanced characters, you know.
Yeah, and then, you know, all right, so one of my next questions, which Snake Eyes did you have think had the best design in the movie franchise? Rise of Cobra or Retaliation?
I think Retaliation a little more. Yeah.
Yes. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I really like that design in that movie alone because it looked so much like the original. I mean, I did see a couple of clips of G.I. Joe. I remember one time when I was back in high school, they had the first season of the G.I. Joe in the library at back in my hometown, and so I borrowed it, I watched it, and then I watched Rise of Cobra, Retaliation, and so on and so forth. But I mean, it seemed like the Retaliation Snake Eyes stuck more closely to the source material than the Rise of Cobra.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the new 2020
definitely
Snake Eyes is going to look like.
And definitely
Snake Eyes versus Deadpool. I want to see that happen.
That would be
now
interesting.
you're talking.
Fuck yeah, dude.
God, you know how many fucking jokes he would make? Be like, the silent type. All right. Oh shoot. So, but yeah, you know, I think, I mean, I really, you know, coming from my military experience, it's interesting to see all the different weapons that the G.I. Joes have in not only in the movies, but, you know, in the TV show also. I mean, they had lasers, the Sky Striker, the Hiss tank. I mean, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. And then in I think some of the weapons in Retaliation was pretty science fiction, especially the self-tracing bullets. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Of course, you know, I only know how to shoot a 50. I never shot a 50 cal yet. I want to really bad. Shot a 240 Bravo, 249, and an M4. 203 grenade launcher, a training AT4. just fun stuff, Yeah. I mean, to bore anyone with military stuff, but I mean, since we're on the topic of GI Joe, I might as well say something about real GI Joes. But
I had a question: if you're in the military, is there such a thing as real psychological warfare? Or is that just a toy?
Oh, definitely,
idea?
definitely. I mean, psychological stuff is actually a huge thing in the military. I mean, especially when it comes to us when we were in basic training. Because the drill sergeant would do something called a shark attack, and which pretty much what it is, all the drill sergeants would be around you and start yelling at you, start trying to do this. You got to pick up the pin. You have an invisible grenade in your hand. The pin is out. Find the pin. Look around into the ground for it. So then you literally have to, like, you're on your knees digging in the ground for it. So there's that they're doing that. They're psyching you out with this psychological garb that's coming at you, and just so many voices at once. It's insane. And they're like telling you, drink water, keep looking for your pen. You don't want that grenade to go off in your hand, and this and that. It's insane. It really is.
Sounds insane. And that is why I would never survive in the military.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But, I mean, Chris, you're more of a GI Joe guy than I am. What questions? What do you want to know about our friend here, Cobra, or Cory, about GI Joes? What do you want to ask him?
I didn't really have any questions for this, but how many items would you say altogether total do you have just in your GI Joe collection?
Jeez.
You lost count, didn't you?
Yeah, I have as much as I can keep cramming in this small room that I have. It's probably only about 10 feet by 8 feet. I just keep filling it up. I have probably over 400 figures. I got,
Damn.
I don't know, it's probably 40 boxes of stuff, like different Joe stuff from the 80s. And I don't know, I got modern stuff too. Anything modern I have, I've only bought unopened because there's so many accessories to it.
Wow.
Just gets this, so.
Yeah, but you're the kind of collector, and I've seen your collection whenever we talk to Messenger, and I've seen it on YouTube too. You're the kind of collector. Not only do you have the item itself, you still keep the box, and the box art for the '80s GI Joe stuff is phenomenal. I love it.
Hector Garrido, I think, it did a lot of it, but just beautiful stuff. Yeah.
Who was the artist that did the character and vehicle designs? Because he was featured on the Toys That Made Us for their G.I. Joe episode. I really like that guy.
Rudat? Are you thinking Ron Rudat?
I think that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, and Hector Garrido did some of the box packaging artwork. And then Larry Hama did like the file cards and obviously the comic book.
Yeah, shout out to Larry Hama because he actually did serve in the military at one point, and he was a guest star a couple of times on MASH.
MASH, yeah.
Wow, that's
he's
awesome.
Actually, I heard on a live podcast that he's got a cameo in the new Snake Eyes movie. They flew him out to Vancouver and
oh,
fuck yeah!
Gave him a short little cameo. That's cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
hey guys, I featured in Robot Chicken too. I just remembered that.
Thanks.
Hey guys, I hate to kind of duck out, but I gotta go eat. So thanks for having me on the show again.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, Tyler,
all right, talk later, buddy. All right.
Bye, nice meeting
you. You guys later.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye, Tyler.
Bye.
So, yeah, Larry Hama, shout out to him because he's one of those people that made G.I. Joe happen. But yeah, the artist that designed all the characters and vehicles, I like him because he even thought of like the logos and the graphics and stuff.
Yeah, that's Rudat, I think.
And when they interviewed him, I liked his office. It was just crowded with all kinds of stuff.
Besides that, I kind of went down some of the other paths. I got like the board games, puzzles. I got the Hasbro did a thing with Nyko, and they did a remote control car.
Oh, I've seen that one, yeah.
Add up anything basically G.I. Joe at this point. I've tried to grab as long as it's of those 80s characters, you know.
Do you feel that Sunbow, the animation company that did the show in the 80s, do you feel as if they missed out on an opportunity to do a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Sunbow cartoon, I guess. They had some of the same voices. And, I don't know.
Yeah, Peter Cullen voiced Airborne.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And Chris Latta did the voice of Cobra Commander and Starscream.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So Chris Latta, who was also a stand-up comedian, he, god damn it, he's so funny. Because like 1 minute he's doing Cobra Commander Destro, Noble Destro. Oh, how did the battle go? Join me, Destro. They don't make terrorists like they used to. I need another cigarette. I want to see Cobra Commander smoke a cigarette. Because his voice, it just sounds like a heavy smoker.
Yeah.
I need another cigarette. Be a sweetheart and bring me another cocktail. I want to try again with the slime machine. Thank you, dear.
Honestly, I think Hasbro would be smart to join the two in the movie world. Like, to eventually put them in the same universe.
Well, they keep talking about wanting to do that, because I know when Transformers Bumblebee came out, there was a theory that the one military guy in that movie, John Cena's character, there was a theory that after the events of that movie, he goes off to start G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I could totally see him playing Duke or some character like that.
I agree. I mean, I thought that
He could be G.I. Joe movie for sure.
I mean, I thought that the guy who played Duke and the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra and Retaliation, I thought he did a pretty good job, but then again, his character was very short-lived, and they kind of shine the spotlight on Dwayne Johnson, which, you know, I mean, was that really necessary? You know, you kill off a memorable G.I. Joe character just to put the spotlight on Dwayne Johnson. I mean, yeah, he's good. The guy's a great actor. I'm not gonna lie, but still, I mean, come on. You know, how many Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies have been out already? Too many.
He's basically a modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Pretty fucking much.
Yeah, that's all he is. He's just a modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you think about it. I love the fact when Dan told me about this one time, when he was working out and filming the G.I. Joe movie he was in, his biceps were freaking bigger than the gun he had in that movie.
It's ridiculous.
He's modern day Arnold Schwarzenegger. He trains and works out like fucking crazy.
I mean,
He's a giant monster. Damn.
I mean, I wish I could work out that much. You know, I wish I could be in the gym for almost 4 to 6 hours a day, but I got other things to do, you know? It's like, fuck.
Giant looked up freaking Thor, World's Strongest Man. That dude's huge.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when we watched the movie Get Smart, that big, tall dude who was also in The Longest Yard? That tall, giant.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot about him.
It's just insane. Also, I wanted to ask Cory another question. So, back to the movies. When it came to Cobra Commander, how did you feel about his origins, I guess? And what look was better? Do you think the look that he had in Rise of Cobra was better, or the look in Retaliation was better?
Well, I like the second one better, the look right away. But as for the story, I don't know. I guess because I knew about the Larry Hama origin story, maybe I thought it was a little bit off. You know, they should have stuck closer to the comic book. But I mean, I don't know. It was kind of neat how they twisted and changed it around. I mean, I don't know for people that do enjoy it, but personally, I thought maybe they should have stuck with the original story. where he was like the car salesman. He got in the car accident as a kid, and then he ended up resenting, I think, the people that crashed, and that was the one survivor ended up being Snake Eyes, I think, and then he ends up building Cobra up in that small town of Springfield.
That was that's the origin story of the comic books, right?
Yeah.
See, I kind of started with the Sunbow animated backstory where he was like a member of like I don't know, like wasn't he like some species related to humans?
He was like some sort of subspecies of human.
Yeah, like he was a reptile humanoid. Because they explained everything in that 1986 G.I. Joe film. I do remember that, and like that's when he was mutating into a large snake as a form of punishment for failing Cobra Law, which is like the civilization hidden in the mountains. You know.
Yeah, that was kind of neat, that movie.
Because that backstory to me, it almost was like something out of the movie Prometheus. You know, because the when you see Cobra Commander before he gets into that accident of his, that design they had for him, he kind of reminded me of those big aliens from Prometheus, the white, the tall white dudes. So I think, that's one of the reasons why I liked it. Plus, the other reason I liked it was just kind of a different backstory. And to me, it was just something I wasn't expecting. Because I was expecting, like, something you had mentioned from the comic books where he was a car salesman, like some kind of a James Bond villain backstory.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, I like the cartoon now, like the movie. As a kid, for some reason, I preferred the military version more for some reason. I don't know, but
technically technically that would be, even though in the movies he died but then became Cobra Commander. I mean, if the United States military actually found out that he was still alive, he would probably be arrested for treason because of his actions of not only against the United States but the rest of the world.
Oh yeah, they'd straight up execute him.
Yeah, pretty much. Not put him in on a boat. So, and same with Destro, since he was not only helping the U.S. military with weapons, but also weapons for Cobra too. So, I mean,
that's the one thing I really liked from the live action movie was his ancestors were weapon dealers.
Oh, Destro?
Yeah, Destro's family was helping both sides out. Because I really liked that story, and they did the same thing with the TV series too. The whole medieval times type of thing. I like that idea.
It was an interesting twist. It was an interesting opening for a movie too. I'm not gonna lie. It was a very interesting opening.
Because I think doesn't the guy that did the voice of Destro from G.I. Joe, I think he also did the voice of Devastator in Transformers.
Maybe.
I think you're right. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've seen him. I can't remember. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. I've seen him in interviews at Comic-Con. He's a really nice guy. Cobra Commander.
That's great.
Yeah, as for like the comic and the cartoon, a lot of parts were different. Like between Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, it was a lot different in the comic than the Sunbow cartoon. But
well, it happened the same thing with Transformers because the writers on the show and the comic books, they were on different work schedules, and that was originally the plan, was to have like two versions where you could watch the animated version or you could just read the comic book version. It would be the same story, but because they were on two different work schedules, it just wasn't going to work out with scheduling, so they had to do two completely different continuities.
I heard they changed the cartoon ending because I think in the Transformers movie they killed Optimus Prime, did they not? And then they got a lot of backlash.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they decided not to
He'll do.
Duke and I.
Yeah, because Transformers was released in the theaters, but G.I. Joe went straight to video because kids liked the Transformers film, but it didn't make a whole lot of money. So Hasbro thought it would be a better idea just to have the movie released on VHS instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was one reason, because I think if I remember, they were supposed to kill off Duke, but then they changed it to where he just ends up in a coma.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he jumps out and saves. I forget. No,
Was it his brother?
yeah, Lieutenant Falcon, maybe. I'm not sure.
I think I've got Falcon in my collection. I think I could have to take a look after the show. But yeah, he has something to do. Part of the movie was something to do with his brother. I remember.
Yeah, I gotta get out the VCR to watch that movie.
Well, you know you can get the movie on Blu-ray now, right?
Yeah. Or it's out there on YouTube too.
Which G.I. Joe box set from Shout Factory do you have? Do you have the Foot Locker one, or do you have like the DVD box set?
I just have them all kind of randomly gathered now.
Oh, okay, because I really wanted to get that Shout Factory Collector's Edition G.I. Joe Foot Locker, military Foot Locker looking set. Because apparently when that first came out, there was a piece of paper in it, and it was like a letter from Seth Green, the creator of Robot Chicken, because apparently he's also a really big G.I. Joe fan.
I remember seeing that. I could have bought it when it first came out. I regret it now.
Because I got the Matrix of Leadership DVD collector's box set for Transformers. I've got that in my collection. Pretty sure I got it. Yeah, I got it in my collection. So, but I was kind of, at the time, I was also hoping to get the G.I. Joe Foot Locker one, just to kind of have a cool collection. Because there's people out there that will collect special edition collector box sets. Like there's one for, I talked about this last time, there's one for the show Breaking Bad, but it's like a plastic container, and it's made to look like it's got heroin and meth inside of it, but when you open the top up, it's got all the DVDs for the show inside.
Okay, that's neat.
And then there's another one for the movie Die Hard. It's the DVD box is made to look like a model of the Nagatone Plaza building for that movie. So yeah, you just Google them, and there's just some really cool box sets for movies and TV shows. Because most of the time you can get those, especially at Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, they have a lot of those.
Someone's mic's going crazy. Hello? Chris, your mic's going crazy. What?
You mute yourself?
No, I didn't. I just heard feedback coming from someone.
It's always Chris. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear both of you now.
Okay.
Cool. For some reason my Skype's showing I'm not talking. But no, it's Chris's feed. It's Chris's, for some reason your mic, like, sometimes picks up your PC fans. Yeah, I got the PC right next to my screen because of my desk. So if you guys hear that fan noise, don't worry, that's normal.
So, hey, Cory, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can you say I'm not your buddy guy?
I'm not your buddy guy.
God, you're an asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to. I'm sorry.
Guys, I'm gonna get it on Facebook. Guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to. I just had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to. Oh, I'm sorry, Cory. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite shows, honestly.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, okay. So you don't get offended when they make fun of Canada?
I laughed my ass off. The Canadian Devil.
I like one episode where the guys in South Park are at a bar and they're just bitching about, God damn it, these fucking Canadians are. They're like comparing them to like immigrants from Mexico or something. They're on the bar and they're just looking up, like just two of them playing pool. And they just look up at the guys that are bitching complaining about them. They're just so innocent looking. How can you be mad at that?
Yes.
Oh God.
No, they're not too bad considering how much they rip on everybody. So I don't mind at all.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to be pissed. I'm like, fuck this podcast. Fuck you guys.
Oh, I'm glad Cory here is a good sport. That's awesome. That's fucking great. I mean, but yeah. I mean, honestly, what do you say, Chris? We got anything else on the notes, or are we pretty much through?
Now that we mentioned South Park, I kind of want to keep talking about South Park.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Well, South Park is pretty great though. That's the thing. Like every morning, I woke up like at 5:00 almost every day this past week, and what I did was watch South Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's all I did before I went to the Armory in Janesville. I was like, I'm just gonna watch South Park for a couple hours, have some time for myself, and just watch it and be like, what the fuck for some of the moments they have in that show.
One of my favorite episodes is when you get those people from the future time traveling and back.
Oh my God.
With jobs. And
Oh my gosh.
You know the one episode that I think is insanely accurate is when Amazon has a distribution center in South Park.
Oh my gosh.
Because there was a channel on YouTube that showed that episode to people that used to work at those Amazon warehouses, and they said that is insanely accurate of what happens there.
Yeah. I've learned some stuff from that show.
Yeah. My favorite episode, for sure, is when Cartman's mom calls in Caesar Malone, that dog trainer guy. And he comes in, and the dog whisperer, he comes in and he's teaching Cartman's mom how to control Cartman like a dog. He watched that episode and he said, this is exactly what happens. They got everything right. He loves that episode. He's a fan of South Park now because of that episode.
That's great.
There's like this one part where he's like, see, now I brought home some Kentucky Fried Chicken. Oh, just ignore him. Just keep ignoring him. He'll run out of energy eventually.
Is that the one where Is that the one where the kids, they play that classroom reel and then the kids are misbehaving and the teacher just smacks them in the head and then they start behaving?
No. It might be. I don't know. I'd have to watch that episode again. My other favorite episode is this one. There's this one scene where Mr. Garrison is like, I think he has Asperger's.
Oh my God.
And then Cartman's like, oh. Well, and then Cartman goes to the nurse, and the nurse is like, oh, what's this? Oh, you have a cheeseburger in your ass. Asperger's. Oh, I think I have Asperger's.
Yeah, I've seen every episode twice now. They can't make them fast enough, so.
Oh, God. Oh, I remember the episode where it was the big wave of old people going to the countryside.
What did you guys think of the video game?
I never played it, honestly.
It's pretty good.
It wasn't bad, eh? For a game, they did pretty good.
Did you guys ever see the very first South Park film? Jesus Christ versus Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Don't call me fat, you fucking Jews. I don't believe in my people. God damn it, you fucking son of a bitch. Oh, you stepped on my foot, you big fucker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, but the guys that made that show, they just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit.
No, that's just it. Even now, making fun of China, eh? Like when everyone else is kind of bowing down.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. God, I might just want to watch some South Park tonight after the show, now that I think about it.
Basketball's on Netflix now. Check it out.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I've heard people always tell me that's supposed to be a good one.
Not bad for the time, yeah.
Well, John, Dan, do you guys have any more questions or any more things you want to talk about?
No, not really. It's just,
Cory, do you got anything?
What's that?
no, I guess not. Maybe just check out my YouTube channel there, Corbett Lang.
Yeah,
Toys. I'm getting into some other toy lines too. I got Transformers and stuff, and Masters of the Universe.
Nice.
yeah, John, Cory here has done some pretty cool stop motion animated films, and I made a bunch of stuff for him and sent it up to Canada for him to help out with his filmmaking process.
Awesome. I'll definitely look into some of his stuff. But this is another question I asked. So, what do you think of my some of my videos?
Really good work, honestly. I love like the ease in and ease out, real smooth, movement. The mouth is beyond me. That's awesome.
Well, thank you very much. I just wish that, I've been on YouTube for a long time. Just be nice to have a little more subscribers than what I have. But after adding a little more stop motions, I actually the channel gained a little more subscribers. So I want to say a quick special thanks to those who subscribe to the channel. So thank you.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's a lot of work. So I mean,
it is.
Checking out all the different people and all their different work. I just kind of, because my skill was really poor at first, I kind of like advanced into the production part of it. Like I got into the green screen too early and kind of the editing too early instead of just working on my stop motion. So eventually I went back to that and then tried to perfect that part of it.
Definitely. I mean, I completely agree, man. I mean, when I was working on Crisis on 616 with Chris here, I mean, he did some of the set pieces that he did for me, and I mean, working on that project alone was just grueling. It was time consuming, but the ending results for it, I was really happy with in the end. I'm not gonna lie, and it was probably my best crossover, my first crossover, but my best stop motion to date, honestly.
Nice. Yeah, I checked out some of your stuff. I really like it. And in the end, too, we're just learning how to kind of have fun and play again. Like, just acting can be fun. You know what I mean? Just being able to do that. It's quite an experience.
Definitely. I mean, I try my best to work on my Optimus and Megatron voices and stuff like that, and just trying to see what other fluctuations I can do with my voice to make these characters sound unique in their own way. And I mean, Chris, I know, when him voicing Deadpool and Ant-Man, you can definitely tell of how much difference that he was voicing for Ant-Man and Deadpool. Like, Deadpool was more of the joking type, and then you got Ant-Man, who was a little more serious. So that's why, I think Chris really did a really good job as Ant-Man and Deadpool.
Yeah, that brings a different tone into.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, definitely down the road it'd be neat to do something with the shared, like a Google Drive. Chris was saying we could all kind of contribute to a video, and then we could post it on both of our channels.
Oh, that'd be a great idea. I mean, I'm always looking for, future people down the road who want to be part of any other future projects. I mean, even if you want me as part of it, any of the future projects ideas you have, I'll be more than glad. I mean, I don't know if my past military experience would help with anything at all, but I mean, I could probably. I mean, I don't know if you want to have like an idea for a G.I. Joe film with a new recruit or something. You need someone to yell like a drill sergeant. I'm pretty sure I could do that.
Yeah, you know what? As hard as I try, I still sound, I feel like South Park character, but I still sound like a Canadian, I can't get that out, so yeah, it might help sometimes.
It's all good.
I don't know.
Well, John and I are from Wisconsin, so everyone tells us, oh, you got that Wisconsin accent there. Oh, crap. That funny looking fella from Fargo, eh? He's from Wisconsin. Go Pack, bro.
Oh, shoot. This is great.
Yeah, well, much appreciated anyway, so I might take you guys up on that.
Oh, awesome. We'll be more than glad to be part of it. And if you ever want to return the favor, I do got a couple of future ideas. I still got to work on a script for my next project. And then, if I need a part to be filled, I'll definitely ask you.
Yeah, you can definitely. And then we can share it on that drive. And,
Heck yeah. All right.
So, speaking of Google Drives, John, I sent you the link for Derp voice clips so you can use them on the show.
Okay.
Did I send you the link or not?
I don't think you did. No. Is it in our group or is it on your regular?
Well, that's why I was asking, because I couldn't remember if I sent you the link that Bishop had sent me for those audio files.
I don't think you did. Was it through Skype or was it on Messenger? Yeah, I don't think you did, man.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to right now.
I think it's through Google. I had one that Justice Curry sent me a link, and then we shared files that way, like real large files.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Google.
Yeah, so you could just both download into that same link or that same file, and then you can both grab from there.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, that'd be neat to have something like that. We could all work on something together.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That would be awesome. Yeah.
So my next video, I always do a feature at the end of my channel too. Or my new series is Toy Collector, but I'll feature at the end. I do a link to a different channel, so I'll do a link to your guys' channel next month.
Sounds good. We'll definitely put a link in the at the end of the show when we'll put you in the description. So we'll definitely put you in the description for a link for your show and for your channel and whatnot, and everybody else's channel. We occasionally give a shout out, and eventually I probably have to do some editing through some stuff, but like I'm gonna edit the intro and outro. So we'll definitely put you in the shout out since your channel is pretty. I saw that. I think Chris shared a video with some G.I. Joe stop motions that you did, and honestly, I was really impressed. Mm-hmm. No problem.
So I just saying the link to those audio files in our group chat of ours.
Okay. All right. I got it. So.
Because for some reason it's not letting me send you the link to that just on it'll let me send it to the group chat, but it won't let me send it to you.
Huh, that's weird.
So, yeah, click on the one for the group chat, the one that's in the group chat.
I just did. Alright, let's see if this works.
And then you can download the files from there. You should be able to. Just then next time during the show, we can get JC's brother, Derp, in here with his fantastic quotes.
His everlasting wisdom. I heard that one.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, hang on. Maybe it'll be kind of a cheap way to do it, but we'll try it.
Alright. Oh my god. Hey there.
Alright, I think we're finally done. We can wrap this show up now.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you to our guest, Cory Lang, for joining us on this evening's entertainment, and I'd like to thank our my co-hosts, Chris Welty and Dan Wygant. Okay, so hello. I'm just I'm kind of closing out here. I expect you guys to say something, but
That was fun, like usual.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks again, and everyone take care and stay healthy, stay clean, wash your hands, drink plenty of water. This is and wash your ass. This is John Hansen of the TKO of the Next Generations, and his co-hosts and the special guest signing off.
Since some people don't know how to read, here are the shoutouts. Everybody from TKO, even Tyler Fulcher, the Rum Collectors, Jonah Hall, Bobby Skullface Reviews, Eula Blama, Elmau Customs, and Dairy Cow. Our bank accounts, who weep when we spend our money on plastic crap. Mountain Dew, Root Beer, and Guinness, the lifeblood of this program. And of course, our Lord and Savior, Dirk. If you like the show and want to join us and want to be a fellow fanboy, like us and subscribe to the channel on YouTube and look us up on Facebook. We'll be back next month with more nonsense.